So with Jordan coming back this week, I mean, can you just talk about like the 1-2 punch you guys have? I mean, you're a bigger back. You're averaging like 7-8 yards a carry right now. He's obviously got that explosiveness. Just how difficult do you think it is for defenses to try to defend a pair of running backs like you guys?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we run really hard and we take pride in that. So yeah, we try to make it as hard as possible on defenses. And when you have a duo who can do it like that, some fresh legs, it's hard to defend.
Awesome. We'll go over to Jordan McPherson from the Miami Herald. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, hey there, Marco. Two questions for you. First off, just 2 weeks into the season, just how would you evaluate how the offense has been going, and where do you feel like are the next steps for this group?
Yeah, no, it's going smooth. Definitely a lot to get better at, and that's what we just focus on. Just continue to keep on improving, keep just moving forward, taking what we did in the past and just fixing things, making things better.
And then when you look at USF this weekend, are you able to look back at the game that you guys played against them last year? I mean, the first half of that game was really close before you guys pulled away. Are you able to take away from what you guys did well as you guys go face them again this year?
Yeah, no, yeah, you definitely want to do that, but that's a great defense. That's a great team. And it's going to be a challenge for us, and we're excited for the challenge, but let those guys fly around, they're coached well, and so it's going to be a good game.
Go back to Adam Lichtenstein. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey again. So I know I just asked about Jordan, but when you guys saw Gerard get his first career touchdown on Saturday, just what did that mean to all you guys? How happy were you for him?
And I was extremely happy. I made sure that I was one of the first people to congratulate them. Even had some coaches ripping me off the field because I was about to just run the field. Like it was, I was really happy for him, because I seen all the hard work that he did and that he's going to continue to do. And he's going to be a great back coming up.
Great. We'll go back to Jordan.
Yeah, hey again, Mark. Both Coach Cristobal and Coach Dawson talked about over the past couple weeks about how much they've liked seeing how much the receivers are enjoying or embracing blocking for you guys in the run game. How much do you guys enjoy, and how much you guys enjoy, and how much respect do you guys have for the receivers helping you guys out, making sure you're able to get the plays off like you need to by doing the extra stuff for you?
Yeah, like I tell the receivers all the time, like, bro, y'all are very, very important in the run game. Like, don't think y'all not important. Like, every time it's a run play, go try to take those DBs, those safeties, like, all them, go take their heads off. Like, that's what I always preach to them, and they love doing it because then it's going to open up things for them in the pass game. So, like I told them at the end of the year, hey, let's just keep this thing going. I'm taking the O-line and the receivers out for them.
So just looking ahead at USF, what stands out to you about their defense and about their secondary?
They got a really good defense. They play really hard. They fly around. We just got to come with our A game and be ready for the task.
Does the fact, obviously, I mean, I know you guys focus week to week on each game, but the fact that they've, taken down Boise, taken down Florida, two big upsets, does that kind of make you guys perk up, I guess, and say, okay, we really gotta lock in on this week?
Like you said, we just taking each week, day by day, man. I think our biggest focus is on USF this week, and this is our biggest game. So, this is what we're focused on. They have a very good defense. They did a lot of good things versus Boise and versus Florida. But the main focus is for us to execute our things at the highest point. And you just come out with the same intensity that we have been these past 2 weeks. I think that'll get us to where we want to be.
Go over to Matt Shadell. Go ahead, Matt.
All right. Thanks for taking a few minutes here. I was hoping you could sort of talk about your play because, last season's in the past, but I guess you had sort of an injury that slowed you down. Do you feel like you're that much different than last year, or is it just you're being used differently? Because I remember I talked to someone close to you and they said that you sort of weren't used the way maybe you could shine last season.
I don't want to focus too much on last season, but I think I'm very thankful for the opportunities that Miami has given me, and I think I'm showing that I'm maximizing every opportunity. I think that's the main thing. It's all about opportunities, man. And once you're given that opportunity and you take advantage of it, I think more opportunities start to come. So I can't be more thankful to to be here in this offense and be given these opportunities.
Awesome. We'll go over to Jordan McPherson. Jordan?
Yeah, hey there, CJ. You spoke Saturday post game about how close the receiver room is. Wanted to ask you about just this fact that you guys saw so many different guys contributing on Saturday. I think it was 10 guys caught passes when the starters were still in there. How important is that to have so many options for Carson to throw to? And just from the fact that defense can't really hone in on one guy, how much does that help the receiving room as a whole?
Yeah, it's extremely important, man. Every day, Coach Beard tells us that we're playmakers, man. It doesn't matter if you're a one or two, everybody's a one. And I think everybody is capable of making that play. So whatever it is, we try to instill in the receiver room that we want to be dominant, we want to be physical, and it just goes down the line, man. So, I think everybody in that room is definitely going to be ready when their number is called, and they have been doing a great job in practice. So I'm definitely very happy that everybody was able to see the field this past game to, show the work that they have been doing throughout the week. Definitely paid off. So I think everybody in the room is extremely hungry, and those guys are ready for their opportunity.
And then you talked about being dominant and physical, and that extends to the blocking in the run game too. I know Coach Cristobal and Coach Dawson have been talking about how much they've enjoyed seeing the receiver stepping up in that aspect too. Can you talk a bit about just how much you guys have been helping on that front?
Yeah. We take pride in blocking, man. I just talked to Mark. He just told us he got to take the receivers out to go eat. Just how good we was blocking, man. So, we want to create explosive plays, not just in the pass. We want to do it in the run, man. And I think the running backs are always one block away, and I think we're that block to create an explosive play. So, we're going to continue to, be physical on the perimeter.
Anything else for CJ? Awesome. Thank you, CJ. We'll see you soon.
I appreciate
Go
you.
ahead.
Yeah, hey James. Hope everything's good. So obviously you guys are preparing for a USF team that has surprised a couple of teams already that are pretty darn good. Looking at USF on film and what you know about them, what do you think's made them so successful? Because it's been a long time since they've sort of beaten actually a major program until this year.
Yeah, I think the past, 3 years they've really been building up to the program. I think they've had a good defense all of those years. I think they have a lot of good players, and their defensive coordinator puts their guys in a really good position to go make plays and stand out on tape. So yeah, they got a really good team, really good defense, and it's going to be a big challenge for us.
Go over to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey James, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. So one of the people who stood out to me the last couple games has been how you guys have been using Samson Okunlola. Just how have you seen him work and improve on the O line just since you got here? And what does he bring to the O line when he comes in?
Yeah, when I first got here, I've always thought he was a really good player. He's a guy who works really hard, and he's not seeking attention when he does it. He likes work in the dark and moving in silence, and he's a really good player, really good person, and blessed to have him on our team.
Go over to Jordan McPherson from the Miami Herald. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, hey, James, two questions. First, with USF, with their defensive line specifically, what stands out about the way that they attack, and what are you expecting in the trenches on Saturday?
Yeah, they did a really good job of playing hard and playing physical, and they've got an edge to them, and they fly around and make plays. They do everything pretty well. They get pressure on the quarterback, and they're good at fitting the run and doing their job, and they do a good job of playing team defense and not trying to do their own stuff. And you can just tell they're very disciplined and very well coached.
And then just curious as your thought as the center with your quarterback, just what have you seen from Carson over the first 2 weeks? What's standing out about the way that his performance and just the way that he's leading in the huddle?
Yeah, I mean, he's doing everything at a really high level, whether that's, getting us right in protection and making sure that, he's protected, and he's doing a good job of, checking us in the run game and checking us in the passing game. And, he does a really good job of, letting our receivers go make plays as well. So, I mean, I think he's firing on all cylinders, and excited to see him keep it rolling.
Go back over to Adam Lichtenstein. Adam?
Hey again. So I was just looking, and looks like you guys have some pretty good grades, through 2 games when it comes to run blocking. So just what's been working for you guys just in that aspect?
Yeah, I mean, we don't get caught up in grades and all that stuff. At the end of the day, Coach Mirabal is the main guy who we're listening to about all that kind of stuff. But I think we've done a fairly decent job of just being on the same page and knowing who we're working to and just playing complementary football. But there's still a lot of stuff we can work on, and there's some times where we can be a lot cleaner, and at times we can finish better and make sure we're making plays down the field. But we've taken some good steps in the right direction, but still a long way to go.